How's everybody doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
Any new gold-plated names to share at this point?
Yeah, we've done a few. We're talking about maybe releasing some of the guys that earned it through spring. So yeah, we had a couple that went today. I don't know if I want to single anybody out yet right now. So we're kind of looking at maybe some potential ways to release what the guys have done this spring, and you'll be able to tell a little bit in the spring game. Although some of the guys have the Guardian caps on their helmets, so the ones that haven't earned it, they appreciate having the Guardian caps on their helmets. So no, it's been good. I mean, we've I tell you, the thing we've done with it this year is it's been much tougher to earn it. You know, and if again, our thought process is if we're going to continue to raise the standard of the play on the field, then everything else in the program has to be raised as well. And so we told the guys in the beginning, especially the guys that returned, what earned it last year may not necessarily be the threshold to get it done this year. So it's been tougher. We've had less numbers. We've had, you know, the practice have certainly been better, but standards up, and the guys have got to really they've got to be really awesome on both sides right now to get it all done. And they've got to be everything off the field, everything on the field. It's got to be really elite and really clear cut for us to name it.
So how did they come together with Kliff that he was able to join the staff? And what does he bring, especially to that quarterback room, just given his experience?
Yeah, you know, we connected, I don't know, a month or so ago just to check in, just as friends, and he ended up coming into town and spent a little bit of time, and it was a job with Will Harriger took the job with the Cowboys that had been open, and I had talked to a few other people about it, and hadn't quite landed on the right person, and I asked Kliff just in kind of passing if it was something he'd be interested in, and described it to him, and he thought about it for a little bit, and I think it just ended up being a great fit really for both sides. You know, he's obviously got familiarity with our offense. He's got familiarity with a lot of the members on our staff. So I think that certainly made sense. And yeah, I mean, obviously his experience, you know, both on the offensive side will be very helpful in terms of game planning, some of those things that they can do off of the field. Have another set of eyes there is very, very helpful. And then obviously the added benefit with a guy like Kliff is a guy that's been a head coach at both this level and at the professional level. And somebody that's had to sit in that chair, make those decisions, both whether it's something on game day or it's something just through the course of a normal week. It's always great to have another opinion and kind of an outside perspective that you know, that maybe is not tied to one position. And so I think in a lot of ways he'll bring what Coach Brown's bringing to us defensively. And I mean, you know, once Will Harriger left, that position had been so valuable offensively. We knew we wanted to fill that, and then certainly add the one defensively. So to land on Coach Brown and Coach Kingsbury was a really great get, and it's going to make us a lot better.
Is it surreal at all to you to 20 years later be with them? You guys were together at Texas Tech?
I don't know if surreal is the word. I mean, I'm definitely excited to get him here. I know he's eager to get here. Yeah, I mean, I guess if the me 20 years ago that would have been kind of a far out there thought that we'd be coaching at USC, you know. So probably in some ways, but yeah, I mean, to be able to cross paths. I think we've always connected well offensively. At times we competed against each other, you know, when he was at Tech, so we didn't really talk much ball then. We've been able to do it some, you know, as of late. So he's been in the NFL, but it's one of those you don't know if it'll time out to get a chance to work together. So yeah, I think this will be a special year for both of us, and I know he's really invested in what we're doing and really excited. And yeah, it's cool that, you know, a guy of obviously, you know, what he's accomplished in the game, the fact that he wants to past any of the personal relationships, I mean, just professionally for the guy, you know, it's not something he's just going to come do because he likes some of the people here. You know what I mean? Like professionally, this, you know, he sees the opportunity that this is right now, and which is a cool statement for our program. You know, that a guy like that would want to come take this role and help this program take another big step, and he recognizes what's going on. So just another, to me, example of where we're headed, and another great bit of momentum for our program.
What is the relationship you guys have maintained with all these years?
Yeah, you know, we didn't cross over much at Texas Tech. Really, we've really never worked together. And so, you know, he was kind of on the way out as I was on the way in. You know, Kliff is, I think, 4 years older than me. And so, yeah, and then just, he obviously kind of jumped off from there and did a really good job at Houston. And we competed against him a couple of times when he was at Houston. Did a great job as the OC, and obviously he goes to A&M. Kind of through those years we stayed in touch, but we weren't super close. I guess had more kind of mutual acquaintances. And then got to know him more when we got in the league together when I got to OU and he was at Texas Tech, and obviously had seen him before games. We had a chance to communicate some, and then obviously, he goes to the NFL, and then they draft Kyler right away. So that immediately opened up a really good line of communication, and we've probably been closer in the last few years and had more interactions than we did in all the early years just because of that. And so, it's just kind of seeing it come full circle, and obviously having him with us is really cool.
Do you feel like adding him takes some responsibilities off your plate?
It can at times, yeah, for sure. And Will did too. I mean, for sure. I mean, that's, doing this at Oklahoma, and being in this position and kind of doing what I do, we've tried to learn and build the staff to allow me to cover all the bases I need to cover as a head coach. And so, yeah, I mean, I think he'll offensively certainly be, very valuable in the room. And I think here in the second year, I got to be whatever the program needs me to be. And that'll be a little bit different in year 2 versus year 1. That'll shift every year because every team is a little bit different. The program's always going to be at a different point. So, yeah, having guys in the different areas that you trust makes a big difference there. And that's what, I've continually, as staff positions have opened up, that's what I've continually tried to do, is bring in people that I trust. I mean, whether it's bringing like Dave Emmerich in as the GM, bringing a guy like Kliff, and bringing Greg Brown in. I mean, those are guys that I have extreme trust in, and I know, can be kind of my eyes and ears where they can, as you pointed out, occasionally take things off of me so I can be more present in different areas, which is obviously a huge help. So, this will be great. And like I said, on top of it, having a couple of guys or having somebody in the room that's been a former head coach, everybody thinks they know what it's like and all that until you sit in that chair, and it's having somebody that's done that will be invaluable.
Mike Leach is a big influence on both of your careers. What do you think he would say, seeing you two working together, knowing how dynamic you guys are offensively?
I guess I got to go with the G-rated version.
You don't have to.
Deep down, he would really like it. He would come up with a really kind of clever, probably fairly crude remark to describe it. He would have a funny take on it, but yeah, deep down, I mean, I think he would enjoy it. I mean, I think he always took some pride in seeing guys getting together, and I know he'd enjoy it a lot more if we have a lot of success together. So hopefully we can get that done and make that come to fruition.
Thank you, Coach Riley.
All right. Thank you.